Hey Guardians. So a quick bit of housekeeping with this episode. We had a few issues with Discord recording the initial half of this episode, so we it just sounded shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. But there was a funny part that Seb spoke about with his work about building a gazebo. So if you're interested, go to twitch.tv/agnakai_god and you can watch the entire thing there. Otherwise, I'm gonna send you guys straight into where we switch over to Zoom. Thanks guys and enjoy.
I overhear transmissions sometimes.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome.
Long story, and it may look like I don't know what I'm doing, but I do. Maybe not.
You're going to see a lot of things you won't understand. Eyes out, Guardian.
Seamless
Right.
transition.
I'll fuck somebody. The missus just did something in the other room, and my Ethernet cable just like blah, and just completely fucking died. Fuck knows what happened. It just said, "I'm override." Surely I override the fucking Ethernet in there
Not
from
really.
Wi-Fi to Ethernet. What do you
Oh,
mean?
so she on Wi-Fi, and you're on
Yeah.
Ethernet. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea, to be honest.
All right.
That's crazy. Anyway,
So
what were we saying?
I'm gonna pay for Zoom for fucking every month for the thing. I can't be fucking bothered with this thing. It's fucking trash. So what I was saying,
Let's go.
in the old book, in the old book, there was a empty weaver, and he's in Europa, but they were talking as if he was this massive butcher from London. And so they wouldn't allude to him, but they called him Achilles. Spelled completely
Right.
different because obviously it's the way it's the way the Elixni spell this shit.
Yeah.
But
Oh wait, so this is a fallen.
yeah,
This is an elixir.
yeah.
Okay. Imagine if it was House Myrmidons. That'd be hilarious.
But he's not a part of a house, but he's a weaver and he wants to weave and stuff like that. And I thought it was pretty fucking cool because I've never heard him mention anything. And then back to your issue of flushed out characters. Yeah, look, I think they have maybe got too many characters. But you can't get rid of it. You can't just have the basic same characters over and over and over again. It's just not it's just not a thing, is it?
I don't know if we need the same basic characters over and over again, but we need to just develop the characters that we've got. I think it's our problem. I think we keep introducing characters and then going, like Zavala is just bog standard fucking Vanguard. Like, he's just like, we must do this for good. And it's like, you're getting very boring. And like, even Drifter's getting boring. Like, he's like, I'm gonna mess with you. And everyone goes, well, no shit. It's like fucking Loki in MCU. Like, I'm enjoying the show, but it's like, hey guys, I'm gonna fuck around here and I'm gonna mess things up. And it's like, we know. You're not surprising us with this anymore. We want you to develop a bit and grow as characters. Osiris is
Yeah, but
interesting to me at the moment because he's like, well, it's not because he's developing, it's pretty sure he's corrupted. But if you just stick to one character trait and just go, this is our character forever, it gets boring.
But that's unless you get the cutscenes for the certain characters, then that's what it is. You know, it's hard to turn around and flush these characters out. Like you had that issue where Saint 14 was like, oh, you know, I'm really Mithrax kind of ripped me a new asshole, but then when you go back into the other missions, they just turn around and go, fuck, let's kill the fallen. Like, I'm like, oh, like it's
Yeah, it's such a weird. Saints in such a weird position right now, and especially with that cutscene that you're talking about. The line before it, where Saint's like, we all need to. It's impossible for people to live with their monsters, and then Mithrax is like, you listen to here, motherfucker, because I'm going to tell you a story. And then it
Yeah.
just, such a dark take. Well, not a dark take. It's a very real take from the Elixir's point of view. But Saint just like got sidelined from that.
So all right. So you finally did the cutscene mission.
Yeah,
Right. What do you reckon of that cutscene mission?
that was awesome. Oh wait, the mission or the actual cutscene?
No, the cutscene. Fuck,
Yeah.
Fuck the mission.
Yeah, it's the expunges, whatever. No, that cutscene was really, really awesome, and I just that one moment where they're like, Mithrax is like, we would stab the creature, but it would die, but it wouldn't stay dead, and if you were dragged into its dome, none survived, and it's like, it was such an interesting way to look at the Titan bubble, because it's like this creature was dragging this elixir into its like cave of death. But to us, that's a Titan bubble that saved us like 1,000 times. It's like, oh, he might have weapons of light in there.
Well, that's what I did the two things on the on their Instagram post. The two sides of it, where you'd have him holding the kids of the hands of the kids.
Yeah.
Walking in front of the traveler, then the dome where he's dragging the elixir in.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't he ever use a fucking gun? He just headbutts fucking people and fucking chokes the fuckers out.
Yeah, it was. I think he was portrayed to be more monstrous than he really was.
Well, he had a tail in certain parts of it.
Yeah, the rags, I guess. He has those cloth pieces for a reason. I forget what the reason is.
So they are given to him by the people that he saves.
Oh, right.
So each person that he saves gives him a purple rag that he ties to his armor, and they're all the people that he saved. Because if you have his ship, there's purple rags all over his ship as well.
Yeah.
Don't understand how it works in space, or entry, or re-entry, or physics.
Look, we don't burn up in the atmosphere. Don't be silly. I don't understand why we even need ships as guardians. Why don't we just like launch ourselves off of a rocket platform to the other planet and then res when we get there?
I don't think that's how it works, my man.
Why not? The ghost can just fly there, and you're not just res in the body, or at least a cell of the body. You know what I mean?
I'm not even going to go down that.
It's such a different fucking path.
All right. So you've done that. Pretty fucking cool cutscene. We obviously talked about it last week. But what about... so you still... Oh, fuck yeah. You still one behind, didn't you?
I've done the corrupted taken one that mentions Curia.
So Curia Blade Transform is involved.
She's called something else in the cutscene. The text, the dreaming something.
Yeah, but it's still... But it's still Curia from the original cut from Crota into the Vex homeworld.
Yes.
So for everybody who doesn't know, I was talking about it yesterday with the boys when we were running through with Jared and Herbs and stuff. Curia Blade Transform was a Vex construct when Crota cut from his the Oryx's throne world into the Vex homeworld. Curia Blade Transform had a semblance of control to her own mind, because obviously the Vex is a hive mind, but she had a slight control to her mind, and she stopped the portal or rip or tear, or however you want to fucking call it, from closing. But then she did a simulation of Oryx before he became Oryx and paracausal, because Vex can only do non-paracausal beings.
Yeah.
And then Oryx took her, and then she became taken and then given to Sabathune.
Yes.
But then she was a part of the Dreaming City curse.
Yes. I don't know how she's part of the Dreaming City curse, though.
I have forgotten all of it.
Let's go down the man.
Hey, Dan. So she's a part of the Dreaming City curse.
Yeah, she's also responsible for those Vex that worship the darkness. We keep saying she. Curia is responsible for the Vex that understand the sword logic after encountering them in the Ascendant Realm. And then those, I forget what their faction is called, but that subsect of Vex that went off to worship the Black Heart in the Dark and the Black Garden and whatnot is because of Curia.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's done quite a bit.
So she's around. She floats around and stuff. So, who's it? Maxter turned around and said some good thing that about the 15th wish of the wall, and how with Marasov coming back, would that mean, and that's possibly destroying Cura, whether that will remove the corruption from the Dreaming City.
Yeah.
That was Maxter. That was from
And he said that season 15 would be season of the wish to tie in with the 15th wish.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty fucking.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's a pretty fucking. Honestly, probably the best bet at what we have for the next season, to be honest, especially the way this season's playing out.
Yeah, and it'd be cool if it comes of it. So, like, I'd have to put it up, but like the gist of it was 15th season of the wish, to coincide with the 15th wish that we don't know on the wish wall, and Cura, because she's attached to the Dreaming City.
Yeah.
As we kill her at the end of obviously season 15, then it will remove the curse from the Dreaming City, and then shit happens after that. I'm not too fucking sure.
And then the Dreaming City goes into the Destiny content vault, and we don't go there anymore because there will be nothing to do.
Well, I don't know. Look, somebody asked me that the other day, and I was like, it's such a nice, fleshed out area, and it's huge compared to everything everywhere else as such. Then they need to bring more shit into the Dreaming City, because I can remember when I first went there and stayed up, did the we stayed up whatever fucking season it was. I can't fucking even remember. And somebody had finished the last wish and then opened that area, and you had to have that little emblem thing, like a little fucking like a little statue. You have to do all that shit to get into there.
Yep.
And it was awesome because it was empty, because just me and another guy in there, just completely fucking empty in there. But that was when the bloody Blind Well was fucking hard.
Yeah, Blind Well was
quick.
Yeah, Blind Well was insane. The problem is that we've done. I feel like all of the activities that are in that play space, and even with Season of the Hunt, when we went back to Dreaming City and we were hunting down those Wrathborn through there, we went back into the same Ascendant Plane that we visited before, and it was all like it sort of felt the same, just with a new boss in the area. I think it's time for it to go. I think the 15th wish should, like Max's theory played out, like it happens, and then there's like, it doesn't destroy the Dreaming City, but it's like, well, look, it's repaired and it's fine, and Petra's rebuilding the Awoken civilization there, and so she's off doing that, and just in the background, and we don't really need to deal with it. And then new space.
Fuck yeah, but well, that's what they said, but that's not, the new space isn't going to come out until fucking Witch Queen, which is a fucking long way away.
Oh, I'd say that at least season 15 would be about getting them, if this was how it would play out, getting the Awoken back on their feet and like sort of playing cleanup crew, I guess. It's like, we still got to kill a few Taken and whatnot. The Taken didn't just disappear and all this bullshit, where we just go do public events that in the lore they do something, but they feel like repetitive stuff to us. And then like we do that for a season, and then when that's finished, it's like, all of this work was done and you guys did so amazing, and now the Dreaming City is repaired. But Witch Queen, what if it's like Witch Queen starts and it's like, the Awoken are like thriving again, and then Sabathune just like punches down the tower, or Zero Wrath shows up, because I guarantee Zero Wrath is with Sabathune.
So I listened to a few lore videos today, and he points out that, because it's one of the two lore guys we know of. So it's either one or the other.
Mhm.
And so he points out that Lakshmi, however it is, has actually seen the tower in flames, but with Mithrax standing there. But that's as much information because there's another guy called I think it's like Nolan, and he actually he actually does he hands in his resignation and basically turns around and goes, "You can't turn around and sift through this information because it's actually driven people crazy trying to get the understanding of this fucking of these visions." He goes, "You just might be seeing a tower on fire, and then Mithrax is there helping out and stuff." And
Yeah.
like, obviously, we now know that she is corrupted
Yeah.
because obviously she did the chant in the song of Sabathune.
Yeah.
So look, hopefully, and I hope it because it's getting like for some reason the storytelling is becoming fucking awesome. From last season to this season, the storytelling is hitting the fucking marks.
Yeah.
But last season it fell flat because it was the end part of it didn't coincide with the end of the season. It was like 3 weeks before the end of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
And so
Okay.
it didn't kind of the Kyatal assassination attempt should have been the fucking last week of that season
Yeah.
because you'd be like, oh, Savala got assassinated. Oh shit. And then it's just back to fucking normal until the new season comes out. And he goes, "Oh yeah, well, I got assassinated last week."
Mm.
So we need to have the cohesion between the storyline and the end of the season. Now, if you have a look at the roadmap, it does actually say epilogue at the end of it.
Hmm.
But that needs to be right at the very fucking end.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a space in the middle that there's nothing happening. So you can get all your bounties, all your little triumphs and stuff like that to finish off. And then at the end of the week, it's all fucking hell mel. It's all like bang, 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 bang. Oh shit. Oh, the tower's on fire. Oh shit. Mithrax is helping people. Or Mithrax has gone fucking nuts and's killed everybody. Oh, Lakshmi is fucking the coup. The coup. And then bang, end of season, into the new one. Everything's fucking thing. The tower's on fire.
Do you feel like not do you feel like could you go the other way where we end it early? Well, we end it like we did with Kyato, but then we just don't like have this expectation for the other weeks. Like with Kyato, we're like, yeah, this is the end of the season, but then we had an event that we were waiting to happen to lead into the next season. You know what I mean? Like we were waiting for like an almighty event or the traveler to wake up, and I don't think we actually got anything. I think we
No,
just
you didn't. No, you didn't. But it did not. Within the roadmap, it didn't have the epilogue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, what if we had
know?
this? What if we had this epilogue and then because this has still got like 80 days or some shit. Like it's
No,
a very
he's about 65 days.
65 days. Oh well, then that's still a long while. Like this is a
Oh
very long
fuck
season.
yeah!
So what if we did the epilogue on pace of where we're at now, and then we just had like I don't want to say lull, but like just a generated gap for Destiny players and Bungie to sort of not have to feel like they have to keep giving us content, but it'd be like for the next 3 weeks or whatever it is, there's no story content, just play a different game for 3 weeks. We're really trying to land the start of the next season, and we're really trying to make you guys feel like we're coming back strong.
Without a doubt, because if you work it out, so we're in the 6th. So the whole story now they brought the thing out will span 10 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You get I think we're on the 6th week now.
Yeah.
So in theory, you got 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's the end of your season. But you got 65 days.
Hmm.
In theory. You know?
Yeah.
So if you work it out like that, your 10-week point, you've got 60 days. Give it fucking 4 weeks. It's what, 30 days in a month?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. You could possibly, at the end of the season, 30 days left.
Yeah.
Which is a further month after the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather have a lull in the middle and then come back strong at the end of the season than having the fucking season. But it's back to the fact where they turn around and go, you don't have to come here for the season, you can come either at the end or the beginning or the middle,
Yeah.
do all your 10 weeks, and then, like they said, or like you just said, is you could go off and play a different game for
Yeah.
the end things, and then you can come back strong in the next season.
Yeah.
We all have nothing to talk about, but hey,
Well, we got
we can
plenty.
make shit up.
We got
can
plenty
make
to
shit
talk
up.
about. We got plenty of stories that we can share. I actually promised the Weekend Guardians that we'd talk about our damn argument in the raid, but I think we're gonna have to skip that for this week. We wasted too much time already.
No, we good. We good. How long have we been going?
but-
Fucking 59 minutes. Shit.
Yeah, no, it's been going for a while. Yeah, I think we're both on the same train of thought here.
Because
We-
it is some fucking good games. Like Dying Light is coming out. Or it could be already out, and that's such
The
a fucking
sequel?
cool game. Yeah, Dying
I
Light
don't
2.
think it. Yeah, I mean, look, Ratchet and Clank just came out, and that's getting like
Fuck Ratchet and
tens.
Clank.
Look, I'm not a fan
Fucking
of
hate
Ratchet and Clank either, but look, that
Holy
game's getting
shit.
tens. There's like, I'm trying to catch up with Assassin's Creed. I'm still on Odyssey, and I've got Valhalla sitting there in like a sealed PS5 fucking case, waiting to go. Oh, like,
Did your missus know that she's gonna marry a twat? Did she?
oh, dude, the second she said yes to me.
I hate Assassin's Creed. I can't fucking handle Assassin's Creed.
I'm gonna make an Assassin's Creed podcast out of this. I had a lull with Assassin's
Oh,
Creed, and then
stop.
I knew it would
Stop, you
set you
fucker.
off. I
Stop,
knew
you fucker. All right, guys. Let me just fucking point something out here, okay? I apologize for the anger this builds up because we're gonna have a fucking coup. I'm gonna be fucking Lakshmi here. All right. This fucker across the road from me now on my screen decided for some reason when Anthem came out, he would start an Anthem podcast.
Yeah.
And then realized that Anthem was fucking dead in the water after about fucking a week. So how long
Yeah.
did the podcast go for?
2 episodes.
All right. This is like the biggest fucking kick in the teeth as you can fucking think. So when he is a very high-end podcaster or a high-end film director and sort of stuff,
Yeah.
find out where these things are.
They don't
Get
exist
them.
online anymore.
They do. We'll
No,
find
no.
them. We'll find them. Guys, if you can't find them, please search it. Let's try and get them. Let's fucking try and because they're out in the ether somewhere. They're out in the ether somewhere.
Maybe, but I
Fucking
don't
Anthem
host the
podcast.
I don't host the RSS feed like I do for this anymore. Like that thing. We did an episode on the beta, and then we did an episode of the first week release. And we were
That's
talking
as
about
far as it went.
yeah, and then we were like, oh, we got Cataclysm coming at the end of the month. And it's like we were like we were gonna be the podcast. No one else was doing Anthem podcast because everyone was like, oh, that game's not gonna work. I'm like, no. We had total faith in it, and we went for two episodes, and then shit, everyone else is right, and this is dead in the water. And I was doing lore. I was being the Bife of Anthem, even though Bife was doing Anthem at the same time. I was like, nah, fuck you, Bife. I'm gonna be the one that does Anthem.
Do
And-
not take the Lord's name in vain.
Look, it just crumbled. That whole world crumbled around me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it crumbled a lot, but it took $96 of my money. Fucking thing.
I think I paid for the. Oh, Jesus Christ. One thing that annoyed me about Anthem was with the beta was the fact that you had to link your EA account. And I linked mine, but then there was this problem, and it was like it was a 3-day beta. For 2 days of that 3-day beta, they knew about this issue. People's EA accounts just wasn't working. So
Yeah.
like half the population couldn't fucking play the beta, and I was one of them. So I got 1 day out of it, and I still started a podcast off of it going, look, I'm just gonna power through because it's gonna take me somewhere. And didn't
it's
work
fucking
out.
tragic, man. It's fucking such. Look, it had the bones there, but it just did not have the
Yeah.
fucking legs, man. It was so odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty fucking Anthem podcast. Now he's on a fucking Destiny podcast. You know, holy
But
shit.
it is what it is. Like it was gonna work. It was gonna take me places. This is like 3 years before I met you. I'm pretty sure, maybe 2.
Mate, and it's been fucking plain sailing ever since. All right,
No,
back
it
to the
has
Weekend
not.
Guardians, okay? All right, so the Weekend Guardians asked me a question, and I just hit my fucking mic. So I've bought a boom mic, guys. I bought a toner boom mic, and oh, this is the fucking other story. Fucking twat of a fucking thing. So I bought a toner boom mic, okay? I saw a review, cheap ass toner thing, $120. And it's got an arm and a finger and all that sort. Felt great, sounds fucking great. I'm gonna get a fucking toner mic. So I went on the Toner website. Oh, you can't buy it from here. You have to get it from Amazon. But Amazon was like $200 for the boom.
What?
Yeah, it was like 120 American, then I added up to
Oh.
200 thing. So I was like, I found a fucker on eBay.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get this fucker on eBay. So $70.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's not gonna come until next month. I was like, I can fucking handle that. Awesome. Use your tracking number. So I had to look at the tracking number, and it started in Kansas. Right? So it fucking started in Kansas, and it like straight away they're like, your parcel's left.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about Destiny anymore. Your parcel's left. I'm like, great, fucking tracking it. Kansas to some other fucking random place in America, and it sat there for a month. Didn't fucking move for a month.
Just clicking its heels, going, we're
Just-
not in
just
Kansas
nothing.
anymore.
Just nothing. And then from like the 27th of last month, we are now what? We are now 14. So 27th of last month, it decides to move. So when they went to fucking Los Angeles, it went to Chicago. I don't know where these places are on the fucking map either.
Neither
So
do
it went
I.
to Chicago, and then it just fucking sat in Chicago for a week, and then it went over to Los Angeles. So 2 months it
Oh
was
my
in
God.
it was in America, and then it just fucking disappeared. The tracking number that I got just completely disappeared, and I couldn't track anything. And then it turned up on my fucking doorstep. So it's sad. It traveled around America for 2 months. The box is completely fucking jacked. The box is like mangled and shit. And then as soon as it disappeared, it was fucking a day later. It was sitting on the doorstep.
Oh my God.
But it's a pretty solid thing, I think. But the selling point is this like hook on the bottom. You know where you attach it to your table.
Mm-hmm.
The selling point was a hook that you can hang your headset on.
But
But because I'm using a fucking certain table, I can't actually hang it off anything because I can't fucking get to the cunt.
oh really? I had the clamp. I think is yours just clamped onto the edge of your table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that for a while as well, but mine like shit. So my boom arm came with the attachments to do this. I drilled holes into my desk, and then it's just got this little metal stand thing that the mic arm just slots into, and then that just swivels around like that. And
That's what this does. That's what this does. But it's a 5mm. What it's clamping onto the desk with is a 5mm doodah.
Yeah.
So it's quite hefty.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon? Let's back into Destiny. Into Destiny. All right, let's do the twab first before we fucking.
Oh Jesus, the twab! We haven't even got to the twab yet.
No, we haven't even got to the twab. I haven't even
Oh my
fucking.
good. Yes.
Which is the twab? No, it's not that one, is it?
It's the fashion game one.
Yeah. Let's see if we can go. Let's see where we go. All right. This week at Bungie.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
you got the thing out because I want to take your I want to get your thoughts on this.
Mm-hmm. I've got it up. Yeah.
All right.
Bum, bum, bum,
Oh.
bum, bum.
Big shout out to the women of Bungie.
Mhm.
What Bungie is doing is big thing for obviously the women that work for them. Great. I think women are fucking fantastic.
We all love
This week,
women.
this week introduced one of our recently launched inclusion clubs, Women of Bungie. The members of Women of Bungie come from all across the studio and rally around a shared mission to provide a safe, empowering space to share our common experience as women. A place to build a network and given the receive partial and emotional support. Well done. All right.
Yeah.
Fashion game.
Yeah.
Delve. The Living Legend.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Um,
That's Jade's Gambit Jade.
I know.
That's
Okay.
one of the
I'm
best.
so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that you cannot get this shader because you can do cool shit like this. It's the only shader that does this awesome glow, and
Yeah.
it glows so bright. And I don't understand why it's just not become available again to get. I understand FOMO, and I understand people worked hard to earn it, but I don't
Because
give a
like
shit.
you want it, and so I don't want to give it to you.
I'm well aware that you don't want to give it to me, but he looks like a a knight who's been put in the year 3030, and it just looks excellent. It looks like a skin that belongs in Cyberpunk 2077. Like,
All right, yeah,
you
I can
bought
see
like
that.
like the Knights of
Neat.
Night City DLC pack, and it's just like a bunch of different accessories you can put on.
Yeah, like a guy come up and asked me because I've obviously got it because I'm one of the guys who got it.
Mm.
The guy's come and asked me how I done it, and he's quite devastated that he couldn't get it.
It's a shame. It's a shame, and I want it so bad. And
I saw,
Seiko's in the chat like, I've got it, and I don't want you to have it. And piss off.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I don't want you to have it
Mm.
because you haven't got eyes, you haven't got Vex. I have both, so
Yeah, well,
suck
3.
one.
Yeah.
So, but I saw a really good Deadpool, a hunted Deadpool,
Okay.
and I thought it was spot on. It had the mask of the dragonfly regalia, I think it was called,
Yeah.
but it was black and white. It was black and red all the way through, and he looked. Oh, it was a she, a hunter, but it looked fucking awesome. I don't know why that's not in here because it was fucking really good.
So, do you feel like transmog is fucking the fashion game, or do you feel like people are just doing their absolute like best designs because they're so limited on how they transmog, or do you think it's not even a factor?
It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's look. I think it's gonna evolve
Yeah.
as more stuff gets added. As I think what they're gonna start, they're gonna have to require all the locked shaders. They're gonna have to start opening up, and it's gonna have to be for brightest, like the Gambit Jadestone and all the other ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
gonna be required to open up. Otherwise, it's people are gonna get pissed off and bored. Like I haven't even done anything
Yeah.
on it. But yeah, no, look, if people love it, people love it. It just gives them more opportunity to do some fashion shit.
Yeah,
Well, then go on.
I'm excited for the future. I want transmog to be something more, but I don't know what more it could be.
For what it is at the moment, it's doing its job. It'd be cool if we could alter certain sizes. So not just alter the fashion game, but alter the character itself. You know, Fable.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You know, like Fable, like the old it was a role playing game that you could affect your character by eating too much, and then you get fat, or you'd not eat and then you get skinny and stuff like that. Something like that, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well. You want sliders in the customization screen again, so you make the face all blah, blah, and yeah.
Like scars, or take an arm away and put a fucking cybernetic one on or something.
Yeah, not fashion, facial beards. There's no beards in Destiny. That's funny. Except for Osiris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah. So this week's TWAB is mostly just about a fashion game.
It's nothing. There's nothing in it, guys. It hasn't. There's been nothing in it for the last 2 weeks. So if you are worried about us just talking random shit, we did come on this morning going, "Are we gonna try Discord? We're gonna try Discord," and it fucking died again for some reason.
Died in the
We're
ass.
just gonna use. We're gonna just use Zoom from now on. We've been bitten 2 or 3 times now. We're gonna just use Zoom from now on. And I'll pay for the bloody thing every fucking month.
That's all right. Yeah, so let's talk about what's happening with these expunge missions. So the most recent one that I've seen is after the corrupted Labyrinth. And they mention Curia is the one that is behind all of this. She's the one that is pulling all the strings. She's the one controlling all of Vex to make this Vex network that's like not like any normal Vex network. And then Ikora's gone. Curia, I know that. Sabathune, we've been played, and she's sort of putting the puzzle together from what's happening and everything. And I think she's clicked on that she is now infesting into the city. But stepping back from that 1 week, Osiris and what's going on with him, because he's in a bit of a weird place right now. So the mission before this week's, he is talking about he's talking to Mithrax about Lakshmi and how Lakshmi is Mithrax is saying that Lakshmi is getting out of hand and that something needs to be done. Like if we can communicate with her or something. And Osiris is kind of like, no. Lakshmi is doing what she thinks is right, and he's like defending her in a really weird way. And it seems like Osiris isn't who he once was. He seems like he's sort of flipped sides.
So once again, I listened to some law vids today, and the one of them made a very, very good point. So since he lost Sagira,
Yeah.
so he's been. I doubt he's got the same resilience that he once had when we're a ghost, when we're a guardian. Now he's lost Sagira and stuff like that. But he's also found the Crown of Sorrows
Yes.
again, which was in the Glycon.
Yes.
And then if you listen to the part where when they talk about the Crown of Sorrows, he turns around and goes, "Oh, we can't destroy it," to Kyathel. We have to take it, and we have to take it away, and we have to kind of we might be able to use it.
Yeah.
So going back to, did you ever watch Harry Potter?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. The Horcrux, the ring Horcrux that kills Dumbledore in the end.
Yeah.
I'm pacing it along that he's tried to control it, thinking he's some fucking hard ass boss guy, but now he's not a fucking guardian anymore.
Mm-hmm. He's
He's
susceptible.
not a guardian anymore.
Yeah.
So he's susceptible to it. So he possibly could be corrupted by that. And then now he's corrupted by. So if nobody knows, the Crown of Sorrows allows. So the Crown of Sorrows was left out for Callus by Sabathune. So they wanted Callus to take it. So then Sabathune will be able to take over Callus. But Callus realized that it was a trap. Built the fucking guy, I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
Built this guy from scratch because they were kind of like test tube things. And then that's how you had the Crown of Sorrows raid, where the guy got taken over by the Crown of Sorrows.
Yeah.
Layman's terms, very, very, very basic fucking terms. So what I reckon is he's possibly tried to wear the crown or alter it in some certain way, and he's been corrupted by Sabathune. So is Lakshmi. So is Lakshmi, and they basically in cahoots now.
Yeah. He said the same thing about Curia, I think this week actually. Sorry, the Taking Corrupted Labyrinth week, where Mithrax is like, we need to destroy Curia as soon as we find her. And he's like, no, we need to contain her, and we need to study her, and we need to capture her and keep her alive. Or it alive. I keep saying her. It alive.
No, she's look, the way the law reads, I would put her in the female.
Okay. Anyway, we'll go with that. Yeah, and Mithrax kind of goes, you don't do that. You know, we destroy these. You destroy these things. That's what Guardian's always done. He's like, well, we need to capture this one. And it's weird because if you remember all the way back in Curse of Osiris, there was a big Vex Mind in the Infinite Forest that was, I forget how they were going to do it, but there was somehow this Vex Mind was going to like just wipe. I think they like were going to rewrite history or something. I forget the Curse of Osiris campaign. Anyway, there was this mind, and Osiris couldn't handle it, and he called us in, and we came in and we killed it. And he was never like, we need to capture this and figure out how it's doing this and like study it. He's like, you just need to go and kill it. Just get rid of it. So it's weird that he's now, and again, it's more likely, like you said, he's corrupted.
There's always another one. See, there's another one where Saladin is walking to Zavala, and he's going to Zavala to get. He's going to tell Zavala that he wants to be a part of the decision making.
Right.
The decision making within the tower. But then out of the nowhere, like Osiris walks up, touches him on the arm, and goes, "This is Ablibin." And he goes, "Do you know, like, Zavala thinks you're the one who set up the assassination?"
Oh.
Yeah. But then if you go to the law of Lakshmi and all that sort of stuff, she's turned around and goes, well, we want Saladin. So Saint 14 was not the first choice to take over from Zavala.
Yeah.
Saladin was the first choice, but then she turned and goes, "No, he's not going to be able to do it." Then now that's why saying 14. But the
Yeah.
lore is very ad lib, and I should have actually kept it. But he was basically saying that people have been saying that Saladin is set up the assassination attempt
Right.
on Savala.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Sabathune sees all.
but
And
the way, so like you said though, it's I think they pronounce it as he lays his hand gently and he talks in an apologetic fashion. Now, Osiris never been apologetic. He
no.
will say, "You've been a twat, fucking on you go," you know.
Yeah.
But look, I think he's corrupt. I don't know what's going to happen, and obviously we know Leshmi is corrupt as well.
So with Osiris being corrupted for sure, and we think, oh, where could it have started? Crown of Sorrow. So that was last
That
season.
was last season.
So it wouldn't have mattered. Could his corruption have started further back when he lost Sagira? Because he was going to be turned into a Wrathborn. And Sagira sacrificed herself to prevent that from happening, because Wrathborn Guardians are fucking powerful. And then you got Osiris on top of that, which would have been monstrous.
Yeah.
So could it possibly be that that's when his initial corruption started, amplified by the Crown of Sorrows, amplifying just on top of itself with all of these things happening?
I don't think so. I think because he was still talking properly.
Okay.
He was still, his dialogue was exactly the same as in the gruff old Guardian, but it's
Yeah.
now slightly changing. And what did he say? The lore tab was off the empty vessel grenade launcher. And even in the thing, they were saying the empty vessel is not what you do with it, is what you put into it, and all that sort of stuff. So it's a kind of like the little tab, what it was.
Yeah. So I was just sort of curious if Osiris taking Crow under his wing, would that have been part of Sabathune's plan, or her doings in a sense, where she has gotten into Osiris's mind and now she's putting Crow into the tower, so because we know that Uldren was corrupted by Sabathune through Riven and through that testicle monster.
The butthole
Monster with teeth. Could that still reside in him? Because he's humming or he's whistling the Sabathune song. Yeah. So is that corruption all the way back to Uldren still living on through Crow, but it's being suppressed by the light? Oh, this
was actually a question that I saw on Facebook. So they turn around and go, Sabathune's song is an unforgettable song.
Yeah.
Once it's in you, that's it. You can't get rid of it. But would a death made of a guardian or an exo rewrite wipe the song out?
Yeah.
You know, it's, if a song is unforgettable, once it's in you, it's in you. But like an exo, like death is death. Like we've kind of come across the fact that Crow is no longer Uldren. He's a brand new person with a new soul, because he acts completely different.
Yeah.
And an exo rewrite is you can't fucking remember anything anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a specific wipe.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a defrag, isn't it?
Yeah. So hard to say. It's so hard to say when we don't have a full grasp of what the rules are for these types of characters when it comes to things like Sabathune and how she properly works. Like, Zevurath is a very simple character to understand. It's just, she is war, and she will cause combat. Like, that's just how she works.
Wherever war is, she is.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Sabathune is trickery, so it's like, it's always like you're trying to guess of, is the way things playing out right now her final plan, or is this just a stepping stone for her ultimate goal? We just don't know. We can never be sure until ultimately we lose, and then we go, oh shit, that was the plan all along. So it's, yeah.
Look, I think like what I want is the tower to fall,
Yeah.
not because of the way it is, but just for a new area to go around. You know?
But we had that. We had the farm. And then it was like, you get the farm for a few missions, and then look, we gave you another tower back. Don't be silly. You can
Yeah,
have it.
but I want to go into the city. I want to like go
Mhm.
down into the city because you can see it's all but it's hustling down there. There's fucking nightclubs down there.
Yeah.
There's bitches down there. No,
I
I
feel
shouldn't
like
say bitches.
I feel like if the tower ultimately falls, excuse my yawn, the city should fall. I think it should just be like a clean wipe. And that's what we ultimately need. And it needs to be, it needs to be like Destiny 2 is the dark, gritty story, and then Destiny 3, air quotes, is the light at the end of the tunnel story. And we start off stranded and struggling, and then
Ah,
we
but that's
rebuild
fucking
again.
Destiny. That's the Red War shit again. We can't
That's
do
what I
the Red
mean.
War
But
shit.
that's what I mean. Like, we didn't really rebuild again. We just went and got our shit back. You know, like we just went and got our city and our tower back. But this will be tower is gone, city is gone, everything you had is gone proper. All of your shit is gone for real this time. And then it's like,
Bitching.
oh, but fuck me. It's like,
Fuck. People be going off. They I fucking farm for the best roll in Hawk Moon.
yeah, but Jesus Christ, do you remember the days of I'm sorry. I remember the days when PS2 existed and Xbox original. It's like, this is Ratchet and Clank 1. Oh, fucking Halo 1. This is Halo 1. And you did all this work and you had all these guns. And then Halo 2 came out. It's like, haha, start again. Whatever. And everyone went, sure. Shit, yeah, it's
But that
fucking
wasn't
story.
a fucking. It wasn't the same fucking game, was it?
But that's not the problem. It's like, yeah, I know we grinded for this loot and we found all these secrets. Okay, sorry, better example. Dragon Age. Dragon Age was a massive game. Dragon Age 1. And it's like,
Yeah.
you grind for this loot, you do all these quests and everything, and then Dragon Age 2 comes out and it's like, okay, start again. And people went, fuck yeah, let's buy it. And then Dragon Age Inquisition.
It's different. That's a fucking long time ago, though. All right.
Well, was it though?
Look,
Like,
all right.
it's. And
Fuck that.
We're still getting games that still do this. Like, we get games that restart you all the fucking time.
True.
Like, I don't really understand. I mean, okay, look. World of Warcraft doesn't technically bring out a new game, but a new expansion comes out and all of your old shit just doesn't matter anymore. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people just bitch because they want to keep the weapons that they love so much, but then you don't get anything new. You can't get something new without giving up what you've got.
You're going back to the old sunsetting fucking thing.
I know, and I think sunsetting was given a bad go. And I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna get cancelled if I go on that again.
Questions.
Yeah, questions.
All right.
Oh, I have a topic. Sorry, I have a topic.
Go. Sorry, man.
No, that's fine. So, we're sort of talking about evolving the game. Do you feel like it's time that raids start to evolve themselves? So, like, remember that period of time where we could queue up with 12 guardians and go into a raid and just like mollywop it and stuff? Do you feel like it's time for raids to get bigger and possibly longer? To change the experience of them. Do you know what I mean?
Our basis on everything like this game is going back to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it is.
All right. It always falls back because, like, I remember a 24-man raid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You try to get 24 men to sit there while they get buffed and all this sort of shit because you'd rock in and you go, all right, cool. Who's got bread? And then the wizard would be giving out fucking bread. All right, who's got food? Blah blah blah. The healer would be like, all right, stay close. And you got 25 people hugging together because they go, all right, use a buff of healing, use a buff of this, use a buff of that. All right, cool, no worries. And then you go on. Completely different because in Destiny you haven't got that. You just go, you rift, you get healed, and you move on.
Yeah.
And it was a fucking nightmare. It was a fucking shit because each of these fucking monsters that you'd hit would require 24 fucking people doing damage in a certain fashion to fucking kill, and it was a fucking nightmare. It was a 24-man raid, and if you was going to go from A to B, it was something like 3 fucking days.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm all for a longer raid, And I'm all for a bigger raid, but it can't be that fact where you turn and go, this is going to take 15 fucking hours to do. Because some people have got the time and some
Mm.
people have not got the time.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be a certain, it could be a week-long raid that you have to go in every day to do a certain path, and then you finish at the end of like the 7th day type of thing. But then that means you have to be on for those all them days,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I like the evolving, but
Yeah. It's hard to say.
it's a nightmare just in itself, you know?
Mm.
People love the fact that you go into a raid, bang, 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 you get it done as fast as possible. It's great, you move on. Like people don't like the fact that when you are stuck or when you do a like last wishes, which is
That's like a 2-hour raid.
yeah, hour and
Average.
40. If you average it, I can do it in about an hour and 40 minutes, easy.
Yeah.
But if you're stuck in certain situations, it can turn out a 4 or 5 hour raid.
Yeah.
But yeah, World of Warcraft was 24 man raid, and it was fucking hard.
Okay. So with the way Vault of Glass came back, and I think it's been talked about Crota coming back in Witch Queen, and in a similar fashion to Vogue. Do you think that we should have raids like Leviathan come back and they get the rework that Vault of Glass got? Or is this getting too much and we're getting too much of old content but it's sort of reworked?
Oh look, I think I don't think anybody would complain about Leviathan coming back because people fucking loved it. But I doubted they'd bring back such a new raid
Oh, yeah.
so early. I think they would go back to the original. So what do we got? So we got Vault of Glass, Crotas, the Oryx one,
King's
the,
Fall.
take King's Fall, and then we have the Iron Lord one, whatever.
Not Wrath of the Machine.
Wrath of the Machine.
It was Wrath of the Machine.
Yeah. So there's 4.
Yeah.
So I'd rather them bring back the 4 with the rework than bring Leviathan back with its rework.
Mm-hmm.
If Eaters wanted to be, if you could wangle Eaters or SOS to be a dungeon, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Have it reworked as a dungeon. But there was a question whether Crota was going to come back because it is quite easy. People were soloing it at the end of the day.
Yes. Well, people were soloing Vault of Glass as well.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to solo Crota the same way that you used to. People were soloing Crota by pulling out ether cables and shit. Like,
right.
So there was certain skills and certain ways that you could do it without doing that, but it's like people solo shit all the time. People have 2-man fucking tactics. There's someone that's solo Templar now. Like, there's different tactics that are out there. And that's kind of like their shtick. You know, that's just the way those content creators do their thing. They're always going to find the way to do the most optimized for solo players thing. I'm sort of tired of content coming back, and I know that's a bit of a bad take. Well, or a shit take for people, because they're like, I want my shit back, and it's like, but just go and play the other game.
But I think they brought it back for a nostalgia thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with the Witch Queen, there'll be a big ass raid in Witch Queen.
Yeah.
But as long as they don't do a DSC where they make it non-pinnacles after 6 months, you know?
Yeah. Well,
because so what they're saying is, so next year, so now we've got this season ends in like 60 days. The next season coming out, and that's going to take us up until Witchfall. So that's 60 days. What are we in? That'll be July, August.
Yeah.
Possibly the fucking beginning of August. So the new season drops in August, and that'll be August, September, October, November, December. So that's 4 fucking months.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the new year.
Yeah.
Witch Queen drops. New raid, new shit, all that sort of stuff. But then they're saying that Crota could be coming out 6 months after that.
Yeah.
And then Lightfall's not going to come out until 23.
Yeah.
So, look, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm feeling the drag of this seasonal release style of this drip fed content, it feels like I'm just getting weighed down at certain times. And
Love
it was kind of good. I mean,
I've-
plenty of people love it, and I'm not saying get rid of it. Like, it's really working. And it was good for me to be able to this week just go, oh, I'm 4 weeks behind. Bang, 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 bang. I've now seen all this stuff, and it sort of felt pretty big for a short period of time. But I had to let it build up, which is kind of annoying. But then again, it's like if I was to get big drops, I would just have big lulls, big drop, big lulls, big drop.
Yeah.
Like, which is what a problem that we had. So I don't know. Floppy Stick says Witch Queen is not coming. Well, it's not supposed to be coming out till February, March. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fucking. I would imagine the whole player base will drop off. They'll go play a different game, and then they'll come back up to Witch Queen.
Well, that's going through the holiday period as well, and that's a good time to drop off. I feel like there's a lot of big games that are being announced and possibly released around that time. I know Horizon 2 is supposed to be around December.
Horizon Dawn, yeah.
Yeah, is supposed to come out around then, and that's a big next gen push. It might be good for them to have this lull and let consoles sort of catch up in the market again, like PS5s and Xbox Series X's, get more sold out there, and then they can go, look, Witch Queen has this big optimization for the next gen consoles and high end PCs of like, look what can it really do, and they can really have fun with it. I think that's fine. I think it's time. I think it's good to have lulls for development's sake. And I think players should start to sort of accept that they're not going to get endless amounts of amazing content for $10 a season. You know?
Yeah. Look, I like. What they should just do is just fucking bring back some PvP maps, for fuck's sake. Don't fucking worry about these new fucking raids. Just bring some back blood fucking PvP maps. Fucking dumb as fuck, man.
Oh, you want new PvP? Don't be silly. You want
No, I don't want new PvP. Just bring fucking old maps back. I'm sick of tired of just doing the 5 same fucking maps over and over again.
I know. Iron Banner was rough this week. Oh, did you do much Iron Banner? I did.
I did, yeah, I did. I fucking wrecked it.
I did not.
But you're either gonna get smashed or you're gonna win. The fucking matchmaking is all over the shop. You're like, what the fuck is going on? You're either gonna get a 6 stack or you get all randoms and you fucking wipe the fuckers out. It just doesn't make any fucking sense, this matchmaking shit.
I really hope they're doing a lot of back end work on that. And I wanted to get more out of that Bungie interview and be like, what are you doing with matchmaking? What is PvP? But they obviously
the fire team chat thing.
The firing range.
What's the first guy, Kevin? He held his fucking own, man. He was just fucking rolling out the answers. I don't think much of like the other guy was a little bit like I think the other guy had a harder time because he was like, oh, I actually don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Yeah, he got landed with the questions that they didn't get to pre-approve before the show. So he sort of had to really stop and think about his answers, which they did say, like, look, if you can't answer this, don't answer it. And he's like, I can sort of say this.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's cool. We can still see, we can still get like a peek behind the curtain. Yeah. Look, they need to say something and they need to say it soon. Otherwise, players are just not going to care when it comes out because it'll be too late. You'd be like, look, you just kept us at arm's reach for way too long. And we don't care anymore. Like, you can make the greatest PvP ever, but we are playing other games. You missed your chance.
Yeah, but there's nothing. Look, Battlefield 45 is coming out, I suppose, but
I mean, look, Warzone is still slaying in the PvP department. With their bugs and their glitches and their hackers and whatnot, but it's still massive. I feel like Fortnite slays as well. Sorry, you go.
Yeah. Fortnite is fucking killing. But I saw that obviously they were saying that the hackers are in Warzone now, where a guy just runs into a fucking box and just shoots up in the air, and then everybody dies around him.
Oh my god,
it's fucking savage, man. He's just running through walls. He's just fucking shooting. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just killing, wrecking.
That's just sad.
But you know what's gonna be good is season 15. Crossplay's fucking coming out. Hopefully, it fucking works.
Oh, did you get to participate in that crossplay beta?
I did for a little bit, yeah.
How did it feel? All right, not right.
All right, yeah,
Huh?
it was not. It was like the problem is you couldn't see. I would have liked to see where these guys come from because then you could see if the playing styles are different through PC and Xbox.
Okay.
Like I would have liked to have gone, oh, this fucker's got an Xbox above his head, or
Mm,
this fucker's a PvP PC guy. Because then
mm.
you could try and go, oh, well, the movement is a little bit different whether they're on keyboard or mouse and stuff like that. I would like to have known where they were and stuff like that, and see how
Yeah.
it affected movement. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was only strikes. Um, but I would like, yeah, like I said, I would like to have seen movement and see what they were and all that sort of fucking,
Yeah. How different it really is.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Right.
Do you have questions for this week?
I do, man. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Get
is
on.
off the Weekend Guardians, guys. Go and listen to the fuckers.
Yeah.
All right. Question for the podcast: why do you guys argue so much?
Because I hate him. I hate him so much. It
Oh.
it fuels me.
I was just going to say passion for the game, but fuck you, man.
No, oh, Jesus Christ. So we got super passionate in that raid in Volta Glass Friday night? Friday night.
Yeah, I think it's Friday.
Where we were in it. Fuck me, this is our second run. We first run, full run, we cleared it pretty fast and we were feeling great. Second run, I think we were tired. I was on a weaker character. And we're at Atheon. And Sebs has this strat where he'll call out 2 oracles, and the third oracle is obviously the one that you don't shoot. But what happened was I was inside shooting oracles, he was calling, and he's gone middle, left, and then nothing. And I went, okay, middle, left, probably right, it's fine. So I shot the middle, and then I looked at the left, and there's 2 on the left. And I'm like, Sebs, which one on the left? And you're like, left, left, left. I was like, there's 2 on the left, and then we started shouting at each other, and it just fucking devolved like instantly. Like there was just no information being spread. I'm like, there's fucking 2, and you're like, just fucking shoot one.
Yeah,
Turned into a shit show.
it's good.
I'm definitely gonna clip it and send it to the Weekend guys because it's very peak us. And it went for like 5 minutes of you and I like screaming at each other. And then I made a joke about painting your pillars, and we just started laughing our heads off. And I could hear everyone else go, "Oh, they're fine. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
it's nothing. There's no malice in it. It's just arguments for argument's sake. All right.
Yeah.
So I asked this week, which voice would they rather, mine or yours? And they turn around and goes, Agnikai's got a good speaking voice, but mine's more in your face.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Fuck you guys. All right.
Oh man.
So
best wording was, once you get past the accent, then he's really great.
yeah, then he kind of knows what he's talking about. Fucking pricks.
Oh, amazing.
And then now they asked who's got the better speaking voice, Nate or Josh. Try not to argue.
I want to say Nate.
I'm Team Nate to him.
I'm Team Nate as well, and it's because I think Nate.
I think his little cowboy voice like puts a bit of a tingle.
Yeah.
In my dingle.
His quality is also better, I think, is what's going on. His audio quality is better. Especially in the intro. Especially in the intro, you can hear Josh's audio sounds like he's on a phone. But then, like, when they get to the podcast, it's quite nice. But, yeah, I think Nate's got it nailed.
All right, Team Nate. Sorry, mate. Sorry,
Sorry,
Josh.
sorry.
Team Nate, man. Team Nate. I did have another one. Somewhere. I write all my...
You got one from the Discord.
Yeah. That's the thing. I have to try and find the fucking thing now.
Anyway, Jesus, what a week this has been. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. I'll sec.
Yeah. You find it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I got a question for you. For
Who comes from food?
Who
Will
what?
Twilight Garrison ever come back? Who comes from food?
Will Twilight Garrison ever come back?
Yeah.
The map? No.
Yeah. Well, Twilight Garrison never come back, so it's not an exotic, is it? So I would imagine the fucking map.
Hang on. Let me Google this.
Right. And do Titans need some sort of dodge like warlocks and hunters?
No.
I think they need something to defend themselves, because like the hunters got that dodge that gets out of the way, but or a higher damage resilience maybe, that the Titans, the way they built should be designed around the fact that they can take a fucking much more of a hit than a warlock, you know?
Yeah.
I like the fact that
Look,
the dodge, the warlocks only get a dodge in the air, but with a thing. But the
well,
dodge.
that's what Twilight Garrison does. It gives Titans a dodge in air.
Ah, right.
Look, Titans aren't built for it as a character class as it is.
The shield.
They have the shield. They have the slide wall. They have when Titans start getting really high mobility abilities, they start to get out of hand because they have a very high resilience and they have a very, very powerful melee in that shoulder charge. So if they get to a point, imagine a hunter that can dodge and then launch itself at you.
Yeah,
You
I suppose. Yeah, they get too powerful. I think
Yeah.
I still would like they have the wall, but maybe they put the wall up instantaneous instead of and then it goes up.
Yeah, but then you run the risk of in a gunfight and then just random wall appears and it's like
Yeah, it's a spam thing then.
yeah, yeah.
Pooh comes another one from Pooh comes food. What is the top 3 exotics they would overhaul? One from each class. Discuss what and why. What is the top 3 exotics they should overhaul?
What do you mean by overhaul?
Well, I it's a very confusing. I think I may have written it down wrong. Maybe old exotics.
Okay. So 3 exotics that you would bring back.
Yeah. Well, that's the same as lion. If we had a choice to switch out D2 out 2 D1 exotics for D2 exotics of the same type, what would it be and why? So let's put them both together.
Okay, so 3 exotics that we would swap out, and they have to be of the same type. So helmet for helmet, chest piece for chest piece.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, Floppy Six says when you're a 100 mobility hunter and still can't keep up with the 10 mobility titan. Yes, that is a thing, and it's a painful thing. Okay, exotics. I miss my Hunter Akalayaphage symbiote helmet because it was a Hunter exotic helmet in Destiny 1 where you had 4 golden gunshots instead of 3. And I understand now that they have the 6 shooter, and so that helmet just doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But it's like, why did we not have 6 shooter? It's a helmet that it served a purpose in the world and it made sense in the world, and now it's like, well, why did 6 shooters not exist before? Anyway.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't remember any fucking exotics from D1 because I never played it enough. I only put like 250 hours in it. I can't remember any fucking thing.
Well, there's mostly exotics at back, especially hunter-wise.
Well, that's the issue, isn't it? They're just bringing back fucking... Do you think they're just bringing back old shit for just old content crap?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Destiny 1, yeah, we had that whole wipe in the Red War, but we've gone basically everything back. Like, fucking straight away, we got Mitre Multi-Tool, we got exotics that we'd already had in the past. Like, we basically just got like a fresh start at the same shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying with we need a proper wipe to...
Yeah, but then you get like... Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. I think that's exactly right. We should have a proper wipe. Like, Lightfall should have been That shit's all gone. This shit is on it. That shit isn't fucking coming back.
Yeah. I think that's what we need. I honestly can't think of any exotics that I would bring back. The exotics that aren't in this game anymore are exotics that were tied to classes that don't exist anymore. You know, we don't have self-resing warlocks, so we don't have certain grenade based warlock abilities. The symbiote helmet doesn't really matter anymore because we have 6 shooter. There's all these different reasons why we just don't have these exotics anymore. So
look, what I would like to do is to be able to transmog exotics with other exotics.
I agree with that. I wish I could give it that look, but at the same time, I understand why they don't.
It's confusing as fuck.
Yeah, it's like exotics are a very visual cue of what you are doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I understand. I think that you should be able to just make anything look like anything, and it's like, what does it matter if my fucking Celestial Nighthawk doesn't look like a Celestial Nighthawk? Like, I'm still going to do the same thing anyway. No one's really focusing that hard, but it's sort of the counter argument.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish shaders were more individually applicable. I wish we could go, I want this shader on this arm and this shader on this arm. You know?
Well, they turn around and they one of the guys turned around and go, somebody I got a question off was, why isn't there a teabag emote?
A teabag emote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
'Cause
mean,
there's a fucking teabagging one there already. Like, I think if they put a teabag emote, it would be fucking toxic and it would
oh,
be a
hardcore.
fucking nightmare.
Look, there's reasons. Like, obviously, there's a reason why we don't have a pointing at a dead body emote either, or a shoots a dead body emote. Did you hear about a month ago there was a Call of Duty mobile tournament, and this team was winning, and they won a round of search and destroy. But as they won the round, they shot a dead body, and so they got disqualified because of it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they got disqualified because they won the round, but they shot a dead body. It was like, this is unsportsmanlike. Boom, out.
What?
I know.
Because they had the gravestone one, didn't they? In
Yeah.
Destiny, they had the gravestone one. It's just the same.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Because even in Division, you had that slow clap. And
Yeah.
that fucking infuriated people. The fucking slow clap all like
Yeah.
people got so fucking upset.
Yeah.
about that.
I think we still have the slow clap around in Destiny 1. It might be a blue. Sorry, Destiny 2. You know what? Okay. What they should bring back from Destiny 1 is taken ornaments. That was a thing. They were the first ornaments, and they were awesome. Bring them back.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Bring them
man.
back. Let me
Fuck
glow.
that. Nah. Fucking Gambit Jadestone. I just want everybody else not to have Gambit Jadestone and just me have Gambit Jadestone.
I feel they're going the right direction with loot. A lot of new stuff this season mixed with old ones. Yeah, the idea is get new shit into the game. The override loot is awesome. The armor is awesome. The weapons are unique. They are good. That's the sorry, I see my mic. That is the main fucking thing. Is that the weapons are something that we want to use. Like I got Grid Skipper for just completing the quest, the story mission.
Yeah.
And you like click the tab, whatever. And it's not the greatest roll, but I'm using it. And it's like, it's still good and it's still viable. I didn't use it and go, man,
Chroma Rush is fucking wrecking.
Chroma Rush is so much fun. And it's like, everyone's like, this isn't an archetype where they shouldn't be fun. Like all of the like Fallouts and everything, like statistically speaking, we should not be enjoying using this gun, but we are. And it's like, exactly, because numbers don't define fun. You can use things and still have fun with them, even if statistically it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I feel like that's something that people need to remember.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up because I'm gagging for a piss. I've been holding on for the last fucking 15 minutes. I am fucking dying for a piss, and I'm no longer in my fucking plant room when I can just piss out of the door.
Oh my goodness!
I still have a conversation.
Oh my goodness! All right. Well,
Upstick, thank you for your questions, guys. If anybody else has got a question, quickly chuck them up. I think I can hold on for about 5 more fucking minutes.
No, let's just wrap it up. I don't want to see you do a taller dance. All right.
Fuck.
Thank you guys for listening once again to the Relaxed Guardians podcast. This will go out as soon as I get it done. I have been your host, Agnikai God. Follow me on Twitter at Agnikai_God. Or follow the podcast at Podcast Relax. I can't get the fucking Relaxed Guardians fucking Twitter.
Right.
Or on Instagram at Relaxed Guardians Podcast. Is that right?
Yeah, relax. Something. Yeah, and thank you for everybody who's been giving us all the shares and follows on Instagram. It's been fucking great. We've shot up to about 240 people on Instagram now.
Yeah.
We had a big shout out this morning. It was fucking awesome. I do apologize for the technical issues this at the start. I think my wife pulled the fucking Ethernet cable or done something with the fucking Ethernet cable. It just fucked everything up. I do.
Either way, we're just gonna stick with Zoom. It's worked for us
I'm
so
gonna
far.
pay for it. I'm gonna see if I get work will pay for it. I do apologize, guys. Yeah, like I said, we have got a fan page. We've got a Destiny. We got a Relaxed Guardians podcast fan page. It's circle. The pitch is a circle instead of a square. I don't know what the fucking difference is. Go on there, like it. It pushes us up in the ratings on Facebook. I will be boosting. So I will be one of them annoying fuckers. I'll just throw that fucking content in your face and you're not going to be able to get rid of it.
Yeah.
We are going down that route. Just to get us out more. and I can't. I can't. Like, I want to get us out. I want to get us mainstream. We are contacting other people and see if we can get a little bit more mainstream. But thank you guys. We do see you all out there. We love you. Fuck you all.
All
We're
right,
out.
we're out. Peace.